How's it going, everybody? Pozermobil here, bringing you some absolute bangers that are all on sale on the PlayStation Store for the end-of-year deal sale that runs through December 22nd. As usual, I've scoured this sale for all the full games, game bundles, and premium editions that are at the lowest price they've been in recent history, and are at least a 70 on OpenCritic or Game Rankings. So if that sounds like the kind of video you want to see, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss my coverage of any new sales that Sony puts out. I'm trying to get to 25K by the end of 2026, so every bit helps. Alright, that's enough yapping for me, let's get into the video. For $4.99, Resident Evil 4, the 2005 version, is the legendary survival horror shooter that revolutionized the genre, remastered on PlayStation 4 in full 1080p with a smoother frame rate, sharper visuals, and all previously released bonus content included. Step into the role of Leon S. Kennedy as he travels to a remote European village on a desperate mission to rescue the president's daughter, only to uncover a nightmarish cult infected with a terrifying mind-controlling parasite. Blending intense third-person action, resource management, and nerve-wracking encounters with grotesque enemies, the game delivers masterful pacing, cinematic tension, and iconic boss fights that still hold up today. It's a 96 on Game Rankings, trophy difficulty around 4 out of 10, and about 25 hours to 100%, no platinum for this one. For $3.74, Guacamelee Super Turbo Championship Edition is a vibrant Metroidvania-style action platformer set in a magical world inspired by Mexican culture and folklore, filled with fast-paced combat, clever puzzles, and whimsical charm. You play as Juan, mastering moves that double as both attacks and traversal, switching between the world of the living and the dead, and exploring colorful towns, dark forests, and fiery volcanoes, while facing a variety of foes and challenging bosses. The game blends intense fighting, inventive platforming, local co-op for up to 4 players, and unlockable costumes with unique attributes, offering a fun, engaging, and visually striking adventure. It's an 89 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 5 out of 10, and about 15 hours to platinum. For $4.99, Mortal Kombat X is a brutal cinematic fighting game that delivers fast-paced combat, intense fatalities, and a diverse roster of warriors, each with multiple fighting variations that deeply affect strategy and individual fighting style for every matchup and playstyle. You engage in one-on-one battles across a variety of dynamic arenas, mastering combos, special moves, character-specific abilities, and environmental interactions, while climbing the ranks in story, online, or local modes. The game blends striking visuals, tight controls, and deep tactical gameplay with a rich single-player narrative, offering both newcomers and veteran fighters a thrilling, blood-soaked martial arts experience. It's an 84 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 4 out of 10, and about 50 hours to platinum. For $4.49, Creed Rise to Glory is a cinematic VR boxing experience that puts you in the shoes of Adonis Creed, fighting to build your legacy from the ground up through sweat, grit, and determination. Train under the legendary Rocky Balboa and rise through the ranks against increasingly brutal opponents across iconic locations, from sweaty underground gyms to roaring stadiums packed with fans, while its physics-driven combat system makes every hit feel authentic, blending stamina management, timing, and strategy with immersive motion tracking that responds to your every move. Between intense story-driven matches, training sessions, and online bouts, you'll live the full fighter's journey from challenger to champion. It's a 78 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 4 out of 10, and about 4 hours to platinum. For $4.99, Chorus is a space combat shooter that puts you in control of Nara, a pilot seeking to destroy the dark cult that created her, with her sentient starfighter Forsaken at her side. Unlock devastating weapons, mind-bending abilities, and powerful upgrades as you engage in exhilarating zero-G dogfights across sprawling space stations, ancient temples, and strange planes of existence, blending frenetic combat with vast cosmic exploration. Follow Nara on a journey of redemption across the galaxy and beyond reality, uniting resistance forces against the Circle and its ominous leader, the Great Prophet, while mastering telekinesis, teleportation, and extrasensory perception to become a living weapon. It's a 74 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 4 out of 10, and about 20 hours to platinum. For $3.74, Eiyuden Chronicle Rising is a 2.5D action RPG that blends fast-paced combat and platforming with a heartfelt story about rebuilding a town and the bonds that form along the way in a beautifully crafted, vibrant world. Set in the frontier settlement of New Nevea, players venture into the mysterious rune barrows in search of treasure, materials, and ancient secrets, while helping locals recover from a devastating earthquake and rediscover their hope. You'll slash through hordes of monsters, chain character abilities in beautifully animated combat, and gather resources to upgrade the town, unlocking new shops, quests, and storylines that connect directly to Eiyuden Chronicle 100 Heroes. It's a 72 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 3 out of 10, and about 20 hours to platinum. For $4.99, Amnesia The Bunker is a first-person horror game from the creators of Soma and Amnesia, plunging you into a desolate World War I bunker armed with only one bullet and a noisy dynamo flashlight as you confront oppressive terrors in the dark. Play as French soldier Henri Clement, scavenging scarce supplies, crafting tools, and navigating a semi-open bunker that changes with every playthrough, where randomization and unpredictable enemy behavior make each attempt uniquely tense. Hunted by a relentless, reactive threat, every decision and sound matters as you explore, experiment, and uncover the fate of missing soldiers while unraveling the diabolical nightmare beneath the battlefield. It's a 77 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 3 out of 10, and about 10 hours to platinum. For $2.99, Broforce is a chaotic, over-the-top run-and-gun platformer where an underfunded paramilitary team of explosive bros battles terrorists to save the world with extreme force, endless firepower, and unrelenting patriotic fury and humor. You'll play solo or with up to 4 players, unleashing dozens of unique characters with signature weapons, destroying fully destructible terrain, triggering massive chain reactions, and tackling both co-op missions and competitive deathmatch challenges. The Broforce Forever update adds 6 new ultra-patriotic bros, 4 muscle temple levels, new enemies, and campaign expansions, amplifying the absurd, explosive, and relentless action. It's a 79 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 7 out of 10, and about 6 hours to 100%, no platinum for this one. For $4.49, Sprint Vector is a high-octane VR multiplayer platformer where players race through gravity-defying courses using athletic skill, speed, precision, and strategy to claim victory. Powered by Servios's fluid locomotion system, you'll run, jump, climb, and soar at breakneck speeds while navigating 21 intricate, obstacle-filled courses that challenge reflexes, timing, and creativity at every turn. You'll compete online against up to 8 intergalactic rivals, deploy explosive power-ups, and master multiple paths and shortcuts across visually wild, futuristic environments, all while unlocking skins, customizing characters, and mastering each competitor's unique skills. It's an 81 on OpenCritic, and I'm not sure about trophy difficulty or time to platinum as it's such a small sample size. For $4.99, LEGO Batman 3 Beyond Gotham is a family-friendly action-adventure where Batman teams up with DC heroes and villains to travel across the universe and stop the villainous Brainiac from shrinking entire worlds. Players explore a variety of colorful LEGO-built lantern worlds, solve puzzles, and use unique powers granted by the Lantern Rings to overcome obstacles and unlock secret areas, all while switching between a huge roster of heroes and villains. You'll fly through space, engage in fun combat, collect studs and mini-kits, and tackle cooperative challenges in a humorous, lighthearted story packed with iconic characters, clever references, and inventive LEGO gameplay. It's a 74 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 3 out of 10, and about 25 hours to platinum. For $4.99, LEGO Star Wars The Force Awakens is a humorous action-adventure where players relive the epic events of the blockbuster film with LEGO's signature charm, exploring new story content bridging Return of the Jedi and The Force Awakens. You'll play as heroes like Rey, Finn, Poe, Han, Chewbacca, and BB-8, or villains such as Kylo Ren, General Hux, and Captain Phasma, navigating cleverly designed LEGO environments, solving puzzles, and engaging in fun, family-friendly combat. With new gameplay features like multi-builds that let you choose construction paths and intense blaster battles using the environment strategically, every level offers creative challenges and comedic LEGO chaos. It's a 77 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 3 out of 10, and about 25 hours to platinum. For $2.99, Assault Android Cactus is a fast-paced, arcade-style twin-stick shooter set in a vibrant sci-fi universe where Junior Constable Cactus battles rogue robots aboard a crippled space freighter while racing against a constantly draining battery that replaces traditional lives entirely. Fight through transforming stages filled with dense enemy waves, massive boss battles, and non-stop action, blending Western-style arena shooting with Japanese bullet hell intensity that demands quick thinking and relentless aggression. With a diverse cast of playable characters, tight controls, and score-chasing gameplay built around precision and momentum, every second counts as you push forward to save the day. It's an 83 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 9 out of 10, and about 35 hours to platinum. For $4.49, Darkwood is a tense survival horror that relies on dread, strategy, and careful planning rather than cheap jump scares. By day, you explore and scavenge the eerie forests of the Soviet bloc, crafting weapons, setting traps, and fortifying hideouts, while at night you hunker down to survive against relentless, nightmarish, supernatural forces that stalk the woods, threatening your sanity as you navigate a bizarre, ever-changing world, uncover secrets, and strive to escape before the land consumes your body and mind entirely. With a dynamic day-night cycle, randomly generated maps and events, and robust crafting mechanics, Darkwood delivers a haunting, replayable horror experience. It's a 77 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 4 out of 10, and about 15 hours to platinum. For $2.99, Remothered Tormented Fathers is a pure survival horror experience where you follow Rosemary Reed, a determined woman investigating the mysterious disappearance of a young girl at the unsettling Felton house, filled with secrets, locked rooms, and disturbing revelations. Explore a tense, atmospheric environment focused on stealth, evasion, and psychological dread, where every sound matters and direct combat is rarely an option, forcing you to hide, distract enemies, and carefully manage limited resources. The game emphasizes realism, disturbing storytelling, oppressive sound design, and constant vulnerability, creating an intense, slow-burning experience driven by fear, tension, and deeply unsettling encounters. It's a 70 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 3 out of 10, and about 5 hours to 100%, no platinum for this one. For $3.99, Doom 3 is a critically acclaimed action horror shooter that reimagines the original Doom, plunging you into a demon-infested Mars facility as you fight to stop a full-scale invasion from Hell, with a heavier focus on atmosphere, horror, tension, and relentless combat. Navigate dark, claustrophobic corridors, battle terrifying enemies, and balance intense gunplay with survival horror elements, as flickering lights, sound design, and enemy ambushes constantly keep you on edge. This release also includes the Resurrection of Evil and the Lost Missions expansions, delivering the complete Doom 3 experience packed with additional missions, enemies, weapons, and brutal firefights. It's an 87 on game rankings, trophy difficulty around 8 out of 10, and about 25 hours to platinum. Alright, that's it for today's list, everybody. There's something here for every type of player, so be sure to check some of these out while the sale is still going on. From this set of games, I played Resident Evil 4, the LEGO games, and Doom 3, so I can recommend each of those from personal experience. The rest of the games do look pretty fun though. If you've played any of these already, drop your thoughts in the comments. Your insights help others find great games too, it's not just mine. As always, I want to thank all my channel members for their generous support, but to all you out there who watch, comment, subscribe, and all that good stuff as well, thank you. You're the reason I'm still having fun making all these videos every day, and I'm genuinely grateful for each and every one of you out there. If you can spare $1 a month, you get early access to all my videos, and it helps me out more than you know. But I know times are tough out there, so all I do ask is if you enjoyed the video, hit that subscribe button to stay up to date with any new sales stuff that I put out. Leave a like and comment down below if you've got any of these platinums or plan on going for any of them.